questions for Kyric. Kelly?
You guys were moving the ball pretty easily most of the game. Kind of what was clicking for the offense today?
I think we were, just trusting ourselves, trusting our preparation. We repped it all during the week and then just went out there, and made it happen on the field. Obviously, shot ourselves in the foot a few times. But yes, we did move the ball very well.
Ken?
I'm curious, as a team leader, just how do you feel like where you guys are, coming out of the bye after 7 games?
I think the bye week was very, helpful in, helping us, get our bodies back, and helping us like mentally, kind of like not unplug but reset. You want to take. Even though we lost, we fought back, hard in the second half. You want to take kind of that momentum from the second half, take it moving forward into next week, playing at home from homecoming. So that's the plan right now.
Kelly?
What was going through your mind at the end when you guys are recovering these onside kicks and starting to score to make it a game again?
Just never giving up and fighting to the clock. Literally, it was all zeros. But big shout out to our kickers. I don't think that we recovered that many onside kicks by luck. That's not really easy to do. And big shout out to them.
Ken?
You were saying shot yourselves on the foot a few times. Were there particular plays that you feel like, we've got or a drive that you felt like, this is, you had a big missed opportunity?
I think it was some really small ones, but ultimately, those small ones could have, if we would have executed, it would have been some big plays. Obviously, a few drops, one including myself, that I want to clean up, and also a penalty on myself that we shouldn't have, that we can't have, especially backed up. So cleaning up those little things so we don't put ourselves behind the chains early on in the series is going to be key moving forward.
Kelly?
How much do you feel like this offense has evolved from game 1 to now in terms of how successful and effective you guys are as a unit?
A lot. When we go out there, and play like we're supposed to, I feel like we're unstoppable. Jeff is back there. It's like he's not really thinking. He's just letting it loose and letting him play, which is looks really good. And obviously just having the trust in myself and the rest of the receivers to make the play when our name was called. But also with our running backs, they had a really, really good game tonight. And moving the ball in between the tackles and outside, up and down the field. So once you put it all together, I think it looks really, really good.
I guess to follow up on that real quick, in terms of even the checkdowns, Jeff, it seems like he's progressing. There was a couple throws to you and Dylan and a couple other guys that were clearly checkdowns by him where he's going through his progressions and finding them. Is that something that maybe he wouldn't have done as well early in the season that has kind of progressed for him as well?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's not something he wouldn't have did early on. I think it's just something that comes with repetition and just getting a feel for the game and a feel for the coverage. Like you said, going through the progression, and then if it's not there, take what they give you, and if that's a check down or tuck it and run, get what you can get, then it's just being smart.
Okay.
When I think they scored on something like 7 possessions in a row. When a game gets like that, does it change the way you guys kind of think or feel as an offensive man? I mean, obviously you want to score a possession anyway, but does it kind of heighten that sort of urgency or pressure?
Yeah, when you get behind, especially if the game's prolonging, you kind of get toward the end, you definitely got to feel a sense of urgency for sure. You got to go out there, get a score quick, get a stop on defense, but also I think at the same time, you got to stay poised within the moment, and not lose track of, your assignment on that play, or else, you're not going to make the comeback. That's possible. So, yeah, I think there definitely is a sense of urgency, but, within that urgency, you got to, stay poised.